to think about ourselves seriously. Whether I can make myself satisfied because I come to church on Sunday, listen to a sermon, and read the Bible. Is that enough? When you have headache, how many times you take Tylenols or Advils? Just one time? Minimum 3 times a day. It valid or what? Only 4 to 6 hours. Even for our physical needs, we need to take at least 3 times a day. Then how much should we take His Word for our spirits? That's what He's talking about here. See, for no one can lay any foundation other than the one we already have, Jesus Christ. Amen. That's the whole purpose He came to this world. He gave us His life. Now, I confess that my sin is forgiven. You know, when I meet someone and says, "You're a sinner," they don't believe themselves. Why? I never did wrong things in my life. Is that what Jesus is talking about? He doesn't care about our flesh. It is going to be corrupted, vanished. But He's talking about the things in our hearts. Just raise your hand if you don't think any bad things throughout the day. Not even one. No? Yes? I only think about good things. I don't have any bad things in. I want to think about bad things, but I can't.
Unless we're sleeping.
Even in my sleep, I see what? Nightmare. But I don't see any nightmares. I want to see something horrible things in my dream, but I can't. Raise your hand. No one. That's what Jesus is talking about. Even though we don't want to think about, we already think about those things. That's what He meant. We are born to be a sinner. That's why we cannot save ourselves. We must lay a foundation in our lives in the church. Who? Only Jesus Christ. So we have to show people in the world how we should live. In and out is same. In the house, or even the church, or out in the world. That's why Jesus commanded us, if you believe me, you need to go out to the world and be a light and salt. Be a righteous in unrighteous world. How? We must have this foundation, Jesus Christ. Without Jesus Christ, we're going to be compromised. We're going to be corrupted in just a split second. There's no discernment because there's no Jesus Christ in our lives. He's the one who could give us a power to see the righteous things in this world. So, he goes on to say, verse 12, anyone who builds on that foundation may use a variety of materials. Now he's talking about how you should build on that foundation. He's still giving a house, the picture of a house. So imagine that. When you lay a foundation, what's the next step? Have you ever seen how the house is built? They put what? Huh? Structure. Made out of what? Steel? Oh, not in here. Woods, right? We need to use steels as materials, right? Okay, he's giving us an example. Gold, silver, jewels, wood, hay, or straw. So choices are given to us. That's the love of God. That's the grace of God. Do you want to use a gold to build a house, or silver, or straw, or hay? Woods. What is he talking about, the materials? God has given us a choice to live this world, to live your life. Whatever the goals you have, it is allowed for us to walk in their way. God is going to bless us. But later, this is a warning. But notice verse 13. On the judgment day, fire will reveal what kind of work each builder has done. Wow. So, choices are given, but at the end of your life, judgment will come. So according to what you have done, God is going to judge you. So according to what lifestyles you had, God is going to come and judge you. Look, next verse. The fire will show if a person's work has any value. If the work survives, the builder will receive a reward. But if the work is burnt up, the builder will suffer great loss. The builder will be saved, but like someone barely escaping through a wall of flames. So second essence is the materials. There are so many ways you can choose to live this world and your life. So what kind of lifestyles do you want to walk? You want to walk into God's path or on your own path? The book of Gospel, God says, get to heaven is what? Wide road. We have a choice. Narrow road. Which one would you like to choose? Be honest with you. Which one? I like wide road. So open and I can see 180 degrees. But Jesus said, narrow road. So what does that mean to you and I? We have no choice to choose a narrow road. In order for you and I to do that, what should we do? What do we need to do? We need to give up and chop off unnecessary branches in our lives. Sacrifice. For the sake of Jesus Christ, because I have a Christ foundation. It's not on my own foundation. Even Matthew chapter 16. If you build a house on sand, what's going to happen? Flood, storm come, what are going to happen? Flush it away, collapse. Nothing will be existing. But when you build a house on solid rock, what's going to happen? You can still live there.